That's some blood. I step into the secret passageway and immediately notice something strange. Hey, is this... is blood. The walls are covered in red streaks that looked like someone was cleaning off a brush. Is this... blood? It sure is. Yeah. It's time to do your thing. Right. I just finished adjusting my breathing, so I reached toward the section of the blood stains. Interrobang! Arg. A scream shrieks down directly above our heads. It's even more high-pitched than the one at the entrance, and it hits me like a lightning bolt. Vision immediately goes white in all my strength. Did I have fucking flashbanged? I have to move immediately or I'll die, but do I have the strength to escape? Warning. What do I do? Go. Bad end. Bad decision. I'm super dead. Gotta get out of here. We gotta run. You ready, Bon? Voice will never be heard over this, so I yank on Bon's hand so he can try to escape, but our knees are shaking so badly, the best we can do is crawl forward. Arg. Collapse to the ground again, Bon rushes my hand aside. Bon's voice doesn't reach me, but I can read lips. Leave me and go. No. I will never do. Lukewarm liquid gushes out of my ears. My sight rapidly darkens. Screaming recedes into darkness. And I die just like that. Somehow. But I don't think I should fall to the floor because I'd still just be in the room. So I should probably go back. No, I should just fall to the... Okay, I don't understand why. Maybe the screaming is altitude-based? Fuck if I know. Voice will never be heard. And it's just the same thing. Somehow it's just fall to the floor. I don't understand. I guess I'll find out in a second. I don't have enough strength to escape. Just fucking give up and die. Should choose something that'll let me stall death for even a second longer, hold my head, and fall on top of the big blood stain. I'm gonna blood Matri right now. Was that the solution? Then, is this the memory from that blood? Blood Matri activates. Screaming voice disappears, and I hear the high-pitched cry of a bird. It sounds like it's communicating with other birds. Is that a crane cry? Friendly cranes were calling out to each other. If that's the clue to stop this sound, then what should I do? Scream. Bad. Bad choice. We need to try screaming too. Pitching my voice as high as I can, I scream at the top of my lungs. I hold it as loud as long as possible, but the brain-piercing screams are still as loud as ever. Damn it. It's not working. I'm fucking dead. So if me screaming didn't work, Bond screaming won't work, and it's probably the phone. Whatever that'll do. I don't fucking know. No, it's gotta make Bond... What? Why? Why is him screaming gonna do anything different? No way I could scream like that. Yanking out my phone, I play a random ringtone. Volume's too low, I can hardly hear it. It ain't working. I'm fucking dead. Cool. I don't fucking understand this shit. Alright, Bond, start screaming. Like a banshee. What? I make rough screaming gestures. Scream, pretend you're a bird. Just scream, damn it. Finally understand my message. Bond screams, eyes and mouth wide open, but his pitch is too low. The volume of his projecting sucks. So I gotta switch partners. I gotta switch partners and then make Rosa scream. Okay then. That's strange and different. I guess I have to do it. Alright. I do want to switch. No problem. Right. Let's get it on. Alright. Start screaming, girl. You're the only way for us to live. Please scream with all your strength and might. Hey, Rosa. Tell Rosa scream through gestures. Scream. Pretend you're a bird and scream. Looks like my message gets through because Rosa rears back and screams, but I can't hear it at all. Damn it, I guess this is it. Despair turns to resignation, and then my consciousness leaves me. That's all I hear as I slip into darkness. An unknown amount of time passes. Someone's voice brings me back to my senses. Are you awake, Keysmash? Take a second to gather my senses. Did the screaming stop? What are you talking about? Yes, it stopped thanks to your advice. And well, also thanks to my voice training. Never knew I could scream so loudly. So that means... I see. So we're saved. Fortunately, this is neither heaven nor the river Styx. We are still living out this current life. As long as I'm alive, I don't care. I did it. Go me. Anyway, I looked up at the ceiling of the passageway. That scream, it came from directly above us, right? Yeah, that's what it felt like. Guess that there's a room above here. It doesn't look like there's a ladder hidden anywhere. Cough, cough, cough. Hey, you alright? Yeah, it's nothing too serious. I just strained my throat from all the screaming. Watch Rosa rubbing her throat. I could tell she has yelled herself raw. What is to be expected after belting out a scream like that? Never expected I would have to match a crane's cry with just my voice. Some pieces mimic cranes with a shakuhachi or kokyu, but I've never heard it done vocally. Shakuhachi is that flute made of bamboo, right? What's a kokyu again? You're a high schooler, so it's a crude comparison I could give you. It's like a Japanese violin. You pluck the pulled strings of the bow to make sounds, so it's very similar to the violin. I see. I'll keep that in mind. Yes. Please embrace knowledge. I just hope that your desire to learn will be reflected on your next report card. Now let's get back to investigating. Yeah, still running out of time. The other Miroku resident should be just ahead, right? True. Well then, let's go. Three of them. Probably got to put 3 masks on it. Entrance here has an obvious difference to the front entrance from earlier. Hey, look. There are more frames. I see. It's starting to get interesting. Let's get the masks out. At that moment, the cell phone vibrated. Probably some cop coming around and Bond's being like, get the fuck out of there. Right, it's almost pity. We're out of time for the night. It's me, time to get out of there. Alright, let's go back. It's pretty good for today. Let's go. Hey, Bond, we're back. Cough, cough. Hey, Rosa, what's wrong with your voice? What happened? Were you rocking out or something? Keysmash, I'll leave this one to you. You explain how I saved us. We tell him what happened in the mansion. 3 dolls and 3 tapes, and the screaming in the hidden passageway. Scream again, huh? Yes, but this was worse than before. She's trying to kill us. This may be rude to Rosè, but I'm really glad I didn't go with you. Squawking like a bird isn't just me. If it was you and me, we'd probably be dead right about now. Goddamn right about that. Hey, give me a break. I'm not dying an unsatisfying death like that. Well, guess what? You did. Getting back to what we uncovered tonight, those 3 tapes are fascinating. Each one recorded a man dismembering a girl as she screamed and pleaded. What a grotesque hobby. However, he didn't seem like he was just a sadistic deviant. He sounded pretty calm and kept saying things like, I want to make it so you don't die. He also seemed to be very knowledgeable about what he was doing. Pretty likely that Miroku's on the tapes. Before he became a children's author, he wanted to be a surgeon. Dots connect. I recall Miroku wrote horror-themed fairy tales. Quite curious to see how he tied the dismemberments into his work. I'm obviously fine never knowing the answer to that. I've read some of his major works myself, but there wasn't anything as weird as that in them. I don't know about his other books, though. Most of his stuff was out of print. Seems we'd be more likely to find his insanity and inquisitiveness in his minor works then. Hey, Keysmash. From what I heard from Bon, your aunt's also a horror novelist. You don't mean... You want me to ask her about Yakumo Miroku? She might know some dark tidbits that only someone who traveled his circles would know. We won't know unless we try. See what happens when you ask her casually. Yeah, I got it. Looks like you're curious too. Alright, enough chatter for today. Time to split up. Getting called in for questioning would be a real pain. Alright, it's all up to you, Keysmash. Man, this game makes it sound like that the cops are more of a problem than the fucking ghosts. Au revoir. Say goodbye to them and return to Kisoji Station, heading over to the Black Rabbit. I wonder if Natsumi will be there. Oh, Akira. What are you doing here at this hour? Cheeks are looking kind of reddish and her eyes are cloudy. Must have had quite a bit to drink. I'll let her be. She's so nice. Guess you and Satomi are alike in that way. I don't want to talk about my mom. I don't have any good memories of life with my real mother. She was nice enough, but she couldn't hold down a job, so we lived in poverty. Till Amanome helped to find me a part-time job, and even days when we didn't eat. Anyway, something I want to ask you. Do you know an author named Yakumo Miroku? Huh? Where'd you hear that name? A friend of mine is interested in him. Thought you might know him since you write horror novels. Oh, is that so? Yes, I know Miroku well. I loved his books when I was younger. Well, Natsumi starts talking without me having to lead her that much, probably because she's drunk. Nobody could deny her the right to occasionally drink her pain away for at least a little while. Miroku used to existing fairy tales as motifs to build his own horror books. Did you know? The Grimm's fairy tales originally had some horrible scenes in them. The famous story of Cinderella is no exception. Stepsisters cut their feet to try to and make the glass slipper fit. They cut their own feet? Yes, that's right. Even if they were doing it to try and marry a prince. Some serious resolve. It's probably just coincidence that she chose that particular example, but after listening to those tapes, it didn't leave me with a good feeling. When I was a schoolgirl, I was obsessed with Miroku's dark fairy tale series. He put some bold, dark spins of Japanese folk tales, just like the Grimm brothers. His unique settings and descriptions earned him a lot of passionate fans. Pretty amazing, huh? Yes, in some sense he's a genius. Because they're children's stories, they have an informal style, and yet they're so realistic. His descriptions of bone, flesh, and blood were so vivid they sent chills up my spine. You don't say. I'm sure Miroku knew a ton about bone, flesh, and blood. Miroku studied medicine before he became an author. I'm sure he was influenced by that. It's pretty weird for a doctor to become an author. His family might have pushed him to become a doctor against his wishes. A lot of his relatives are important members of society. He himself hated worldly things like fame and money. Is that enough background on Miroku? Yeah, that's enough. I didn't think you'd know so much about him. He was my inspiration to become a horror novelist, but I had to say that Satomi was a much more passionate fan of his than I was. I remember that she'd go to great lengths to learn more about him. My mom was that interested in him. I thought Yakumo Miroku was a total stranger, but now I'm learning that he's surprisingly connected through my aunt and late mother. We've been talking for a while now. You should get home. You gonna stay here long? Yeah. Even if I went home, Mommy's not there anyway. Oh, not to me. I'm gonna lie down in the back after all, I'll be busy first thing in the morning. Night. She gets up and walks unsteadily to the inner door, disappearing behind it. I lock the front door with the black rabbit and start walking home. As I stroll down the dark roads, I pray that Natsumi can get some sleep. Let's go home. Alright. That was the thing that happened, I guess. Nothing in there, probably, so... D-man, I'm guessing. Text. Open up the message. Yup. Don't care. All it is flavor text collectibles. And I'm not here for that. Yes, I want to go home. That's why I'm in front of the door. I ignored D-Man's text and instead head straight home. Kaguya's weird game or more... Yep, got it. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Man, I'm tired. Don't answer that phone. It's gonna be screaming. Hello? Hey, who the hell are you? Better cut this out. Can't really look through her phone. Damn it. It's the one from yesterday. Bet I'll be waiting for a call all night again. May as well take a shower first. Got it. To a shower. Speaking of, do I have anything to drink after I get out? Let's look at the fridge. Open the fridge and look inside. Nothing. I'll go get something from the vending machine. Really? Closest vending machine is in front of the cemetery. What should I get? Am I going to be given the option to choose, or is it going to be nothing? A light coming from the machine is kind of creepy. Yes, I did see that. I'm just gonna... It's whatever. What are you going to get? Ooh, I can choose. So I got green tea, I got cola, I got honey natural water. I got whatever that is, and I got Iron Sentry water. I'm gonna grab this. Fuck it. Tastes like honey. Used to be super popular, but I haven't seen it much recently, lately. Whatever, what was the word? I buy 2 bottles of honey natural water. Okay, then. Time to head back. As I turn to go, a warm, damp breeze blows past me. Ugh, that breeze was gross. Nothing on caller ID, huh? Hello? Damn it, again with the silent call. Probably the same one from earlier. Wonder how they'll react to silent treatment back. What is this? It sounds familiar. Just TV static. Just like what I heard coming from the next door yesterday. Wait, why am I hearing this on the phone? Where's this call coming from? An ominous thought pops into my head. As if they sensed it, the call ends abruptly. Better hurry home. The light's already on. Rushing into my room, I quickly scan to see if anyone's there. Here. There's no one. Guess that call wasn't coming from here after all. Man, I'm exhausted. Time for a quick shower. The shower that's the light's already on. Huh? I forgot to turn it off again. No, you didn't. Man, I'm exhausted. The hell? It's neighbor again. Huh? Guess I just imagined it. I feel better now. Time to have the drink I bought earlier. Sit in my bed and drink a honey natural water. Looks like water, but it's slightly sweet. Finally, time to relax. Alright, time to read for a bit. Something's up with his room. Oh, I see don't look above the, thing. Like, something's out of place. I already see you. Something's written super tiny on air. What does it say? It says don't look. So handprints. Don't look. What is this? Writing super creepy. The writing's creepy enough, but the wallpaper by the words is stained and peeling. Is there something underneath? Should I peel off the wallpaper? Yes. Obviously. What's this stain? Don't look. The voice in the phone said the same thing. Please don't look inside. So what was that shadow we saw at the Meadow residence? Hey, phone time. No caller ID again. Ah, just reject the call. I was actually going to joke about rejecting the call, but I didn't think that was going to be a thing. Fuck, not again. Calls won't stop and it's getting on my nerves. I'm pulling out the battery. I was also going to suggest just turn off the phone. Way ahead of me. I turn off my phone and remove the battery. And we're going to get that call because of course we are. This one too now. Better disconnect this one. He's going to fucking disconnect and it's still going to be calling, ringing, that is. Ignoring the call, I yanked the power cord from the outlet. And it's still going. But the ringing doesn't stop. But I unplugged it. Abruptly, the ringing stops, but then the receiver starts to make noise. What the? Ah. Screaming is the same as we heard at the Meadow residence. The instant splitting headache almost knocks me unconscious. Won't last if I can't get the voice to stop soon. Oh, fuck. What do I do? Music. Nope, bad idea. Noise cancels out noise. Well, it actually doesn't. It's just more noise. I'm sure the neighbors are gonna love some of that shit, but the screaming doesn't stop. Damn it, it's not working. Lukewarm liquid gushes out my ears. My sight rapidly darkens. Yep, and I'm dead. 'Cause of course I am. Let's see. Am I gonna fail it yet again, am I gonna be able to get it on the second try? All right, let's see if I can get it on the second try. I'm gonna fuck that phone up. Good. What if I destroy it? Shuffle over on my hands and knees and smash the phone with my fist. Break, damn it. Break, break, break. Punch the phone over and over, bearing the pain. By the time the phone's lost its shape, screaming's already stopped. I did. Woo. Somehow I escaped. Screaming. Is it the spirit from the Midoku residence? Nothing else better happened for the rest of the night. Crisis, averted. I suck in a deep breath. Man, am I exhausted. Shit, I need to rest before I clean this mess. Collapsing onto my bed, I quickly feel my consciousness fading away. Can't keep my eyes open. Sun sets and the meeting time approaches. Bon and Rosa seem like the type that don't mind making others wait, but hate being kept waiting. Better head out. It's feeling. Yep, it's here. Hey, there's the mouse. Whisper coming from somewhere. It's time for a tale. Man found a poor little birdie. Man wanted to save the little birdie. Whispering stops. Cold sweat slides down my cheek and drips off the peak of my chin. My breathing remains composed. My heart rate's staying pretty steady, too. Is it because I've made up my mind to do this, or am I just used to all this now? Even I'm not sure which is true. Leave the apartment and take a deep breath of fresh air. Tonight I'm gonna put this to an end. I arrive at Kisoji Station and make my way over to the Black Rabbit. The lights are on inside. Is Natsumi still here? There. Hey, Kijima. I let myself in. Throat's feeling a little better thanks to the meat I had. I walk in and find Rosa in good spirits. Natsumi's nowhere to be seen. Did you break into the place again? Alcohol is the salve that heals life's wear and tear. You could even say it's like a life companion. You'll understand when you become an adult. Hey, so you're both here already. Pour me a glass too, Kijima. I'll take some of your top shelf bourbon. On the rocks, if you please. Dude, you gotta keep some clarity. We're about to go fucking fight a ghost. Why give me that look? What an inhospitable bartender. I'm not a fucking bartender, man. Our lives on the line again tonight. Indulging in a good drink when facing down that situation to be expected. You can drink afterwards. Don't keep your customer waiting. This is going on your tab. I've helped Natsumi at the bar before, so I know what to do. I go behind the counter and pull a bottle from the back. Put some ice into a rocked glass and pour the dark amber liquid in. Burnt smell wafts up. Bon impatiently snatches the glass from me and pounds down the liquor. That'll put hair on your chest. So, Kijima, did you get us some info on Midoku? More or less. Fill them in on everything Natsumi told me about Yakumo Midoku last night. I see. Definitely looks like that cruel hobby of his definitely made its way into his work. But I'm finding it hard to believe that he'd abduct and kill young girls just for his writing. I tried following the thread of those previous abductions. Over the past decades, 4 girls went missing near the Midoku residence. Half a year ago, a middle school girl named Tsubasa Aoi vanished. She was on her way back from ballet class. She was a pretty girl who people had expected to become a prima donna in the future. On her way back from ballet class. That means... Yeah, the recording on the T-tape is the news clip about Tsubasa Aoi's abduction. We also found a ballet flyer in the mansion. Could that have been... Yeah, Tsubasa Aoi was slated to perform in the show advertised on that flyer. I think she was the star of the second act. The second act was... whatever that is, Duck Lake. Yeah, Tsubasa Aoi was going to play the part of the princess who gets turned into a duck. She's apparently really excited for it and put her heart and soul into practicing. She went to the ballet classroom every day and danced barefoot until the sun set. And then she went missing just before the show. She was so eagerly awaiting to perform. What a soul-crushing tale! I'm sure that was devastating for her. Okay, now for the rest. 10 years before that, a girl named Sachi Kirishima disappeared. Then, 20 years ago, it was Ai Mishima, and the last one was 30 years ago, Hana Manabe. You don't have to have any more info on those three. Unfortunately, I couldn't fully investigate them. Pretty old cases, after all. All I know is that they were all kids who were in their early teens. Tsubasa Aoi was the only middle schooler, but the other three were all in elementary school. First letters of their names match the tapes. T-S-A-H. Shat. Pieces are all starting to fit together. I think we can safely assume that Yakumo Miroku abducted all those girls. Once every 10 years, a young girl around the same age was kidnapped by a children's author. Almost like some kind of ritual. Really piques one's curiosity. Miroku must have had some nerve. He kept kidnapping girls right by his house, and no one ever put two and two together. I'd say it's the opposite, actually. For him, his neighborhood was the safest place to do it. Didn't your mother tell you most of Miroku's relatives are famous? Some of them are on the Shinza Ward Council, or they work somewhere in the government. Probably kept all heat off of Miroku just to make sure they didn't get any blowback. People suspected a relative of theirs was a criminal, they could lose their positions. And such is the disgusting state of the world. People really are the worst monsters of all. For me, scumbags like that are a great business opportunity. Enough of that, though. Time to get to the mansion and put an end to this. Yeah. Expecting you two to earn that free drink you just had. Yeah, I'm planning on... I thought I said it was on their tab. Fuck you, pay me. Or rather, not to me. I leave the Black Rabbit with two tipsy adults in tow. They'll probably sober up by the time we get to the Miroku residence. I walk alone down a path that I'm already far too familiar with. Just before I'm in sight of the Miroku residence, that horrifying presence appears once again. Hey. Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing. It's almost the finale of the tale. Birdie becomes a crane and repays the man. Tonkarari, Tonkarari, from beyond the door. However, I don't feel too bent out of shape. Figured it'd come right about now. Hey, you're here. What is it? You don't look too good. Something happened on your way here? Well, that damn curse showed up. Time limit you were talking about. Mouths that only you can see appear, right? Sounds crazy to me, but... Spiritual phenomena that only affect the affected person can perceive are quite common. Besides, Kijima has his blood material, remember? It's not unusual that he would see quite a few things that others can't. It's supposed to be a death curse, but you don't seem too phased, Kijima. Well, it's the third time it happened. I think I'm getting kind of used to it. Getting used to it? Seriously? You really are an interesting child. I've seen many cursed people, but I've never seen anyone as dauntless as you. I guess Rosa's not the only one here who is fearless. Can't keep up with you two. Jeez. In any case, I don't have much time to be settled before the sun rises. I see. Guess it is the third day after all. We're definitely getting closer to the truth. When it all comes down to it, our main issue, Rosa looks up at the window, is the fact that we haven't gotten there. Well, we'll get there no matter what. Come on, let's start. I'm gonna take Rosè with me. I got a feeling that her being a woman might help in this situation, as she's helped twice before now. Bon, you stay on lookout. Alright, see you later. Rosè, no freelancing in there. Come on, let's get going. I'm gonna get going after I save. Let's get in there. We come to the front entrance of the Midoku residence once again. And we got 3 things I need to hang up, 3 frames. That must mean we're supposed to hang the masks here. Seems to be the case. But then the issue comes where we place each of the masks. Well, how about I observe them left to right? Examine the charm. Probably represents the mask that needs to be set here. Midoku is a fairy tale novelist, so this is likely to involve fairy tales. Quintessential Under the Blooming Cherry Tree story would involve a dead body. None of the masks are of a corpse, and that story of Motojiro Kaji isn't a fairy tale. Okay. I'm gonna briefly check out these rooms. That's what they're called. Nope, nothing in here as far as I can tell. I want immediate inspection. Probably should have checked the boombox, but, you know, fuck it. Don't hear shit. Nope, fuck, shit. There's the clock, fruit, old pendulum clock, moving forwards. Move it backwards. Do nothing. Okay, I'm gonna go check out the boombox and then put my brain to the test as I try to figure out which one goes where. Battery in the boombox is new. There shouldn't be any more issues. Okay. So we got a monkey, we got a dog, and we got a pheasant. Okay then. There's always this that's never done anything yet, which still doesn't do anything. Examine the charm. You must indicate the mask that gets at the bed here. Yup. Retribution, huh? It's like the old tale of the crab getting revenge for the mother that was killed. Which one was the mother one? That was the second one. Not the pheasant one. That one was food. This one was the bed, and this one was school. I'm gonna put this one here. It's the only one that involved the mother. Charm represents the mask. Okay, the last could literally refer to anything. Like the mask we found so far, is it just... I think I have an idea. It's the monkey. And then the other one goes here. Doggo. Anything happens? No. Nothing happened. Probably represents the mask that needs to be set here. Midoku is, yep, okay. Quintessential Under the Blooming Cherry Tree story would involve a dead body. None of the masks are of a corpse, and that story by Motojiro Kaji isn't a fairy tale. What? I'm gonna try switching the pheasant and the dog ones. Maybe something will happen. Maybe not. Fuck if I know. Bond might have some interesting things to say, actually. It's possible I need to switch off to him to see if he'll give a different type of hint as to what goes where. It's entirely possible. Alright. Fairy tale novelist. Think about the fairy tale that deal with cherry blossoms. I think of Hanasaka Jisan. You know, the one about the old man and the neighbor that kills the treasure. Finding dog. Japanese people in olden times really loved cherry blossoms. I was super right. I was super right. I needed Bond to tell me some bullshit. Alright. Frame. Remove it. Give me that shit. Fuck. Keep using the D-pad. Because I'm using the D-pad to navigate the menus, but the D-pad is for navigating also the rooms, and that's not what I need. Alright, so dog goes here. Yeah. I already put the pheasant one here. So obviously the monkey one goes here. I just want to hear what his thoughts on it are. Alright. Contribution, huh? Feels like a common theme for fairy tales. Kachi Kachi Mountain comes to mind, but there's no rabbit or raccoon mask, so that's not it. Thanks for telling me bullshit. Alright. The last is really vague clue. Maybe if we went with process of illumination, we could figure this out. Thanks for giving me fucking nothing. I'm gonna switch back to you. Now that I probably just need to move the monkey mask over to the left and put the pheasant one over to the right, then it's probably what I need to do. Remove it. Give me the mask. Put the monkey there. And put the pheasant there. Then, aha! Entrance to the secret passageway opens up once again. Wonderful, you're quite perceptive. I was just lucky. Come on, there's gotta be something pretty important up ahead. Let's go. Hey. That's a ladder. Finally appeared. Final act is upon us. Certainly is giving off a dangerous vibe. Better be prepared for anything if we're gonna climb it. Let's go. The door from earlier at the end of the path is gone. Then go. Go. Oh, no, go. Don't not go. Go. Climb up the ladder. Hold my breath as I climb up the ladder, and it's exactly as we figured. The vast attic fills our vision. I wonder what's behind the sliding door. Yeah, let's be careful. You are letting me investigate. I will save. Let's rock. For some reason, the center feels slightly warm, like there'd been a flame there recently. And over here? An old paper lantern. For some reason, it's not dirty or covered in dust, and it even looks like it's been used recently. Anything else around the perimeter, like a spider web? And down the ladder? Nope. Only thing left is the door. Quietly edge over the sliding door, and as I extend my hand to open it, some bullshit. What the? An odd figure appears as we hear the voice. Is this the screaming author? Don't. We don't know what's gonna happen if we open it. Let's hold off for now. Hey there. Blooded up. No blood stains. Hey girl, you want some socks? Uh-oh. Guess I gotta open it. It's dangerous, but we have to do this. No matter what's lurking behind the door, we can't just turn our backs here. Forcefully open the sliding door in an attempt to rid myself of my fear and doubt. There's blood. Nothing there. That's what it looks like. All we see is a completely empty room. There's a lock on the chest. It's a pretty old lock. I'll need some special tools to open something like this. It's probably faster for us to just look for the key. Looks like even Rosa can't do anything about this right now. Black paper under the chest. What's this? Carbon paper. It's copying paper. Ever hear the phrase carbon copy and it used to copy words? Okay. Pressure makes the carbon of the paper transfer onto another sheet placed below it. Interesting. There's a dull antique mirror here. Nothing stands out about it other than the fact that it is so cloudy and doesn't reflect well. Tommy is steeped in blood. Bloodstain's pretty big. Something terrible obviously happened here. I should be able to see something. Yeah, with that amount of blood, I'm sure you can see some shit. Kneel on the tatami and adjust my breathing and quietly press my palm against the mat. But... Terabang. A mass of jumbled images fills my mind, and I can't tie them into a single image. Seems like this blood doesn't just belong to one person. It's gonna be really hard for me to get anything useful out of it. Oh, fuck. I kinda don't like where that's leading. Okay. I gotta find a key. So I gotta go back down the stairs.